This is a special announcement. We are heading to RSAC Conference in San Francisco for our 11th years of coverage, April 28, May 1st.
And as always, we're bringing you keynotes, conversations with organizers, speakers, industry leaders, plus the latest insights from the world of cybersecurity.
And we'll reconnect with old friends, meet new ones, and of course, we want you and your company to join us.
We have a few spots left for full sponsorship and our on-location briefings. You can book yours now at itspmagazine.com/RSAC.
We're going.
And you're coming with us.
Hey, Sean, do you know what? I think that our listener want real protection against cyber risk. And I know that HITRUST is the leader in cybersecurity assurance. But what makes them the go-to choice?
Well, according to our friends at HITRUST, because their framework covers 100% of the known tactics, techniques, and procedures, in 2024, organizations with a HITRUST certification had just a 0.59% incident rate, meaning 99.41 stayed breach-free.
That's solid, but what about staying sharp over time?
HITRUST's regular certification process isn't just a checkbox, it actually drives improvement. Repeat customers see up to 54% fewer corrective actions needed year over year. And now with their new AI security assessment and certification, you can actually tackle AI risk with confidence as well.
Then check out the HITRUST framework. Go to hitrustalliance.net to learn more.
We're live.
We're live.
Well, I hope we're live streaming. That would be great.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything
At all?
Oh, God. Anything you don't want to say, though.
Can I get the blooper reel?
We do not edit. It's
There's just like, yeah.
It's raw.
Uncut.
just pretend.
Unfiltered.
Just pretend you are live. And here we are, live at RSA Conference 2025.
It's the start. The doors are just opening.
Just
People
opening.
are running downstairs to get socks and all kinds of weird stuff.
To get socks?
I think
In
so.
the sock?
Socks seem to like the cool
Socks
thing.
are
In
the
the knock.
thing.
And
We haven't even
instead
had
we're
even a
here doing what?
Then we're talking to our good friends from Edera,
That's right.
Emily and Kaylin.
Honored to be the first
Yeah.
people you're talking to on
I
such a
know.
momentous
Yes.
day.
Yeah, and you
That
know,
is very
Kaylin
honored.
said you will not miss me. You will not miss me.
You
I'm
did
gonna
bring
be
the
in
pink.
and
Yeah.
you're
You did
not
bring the
kidding.
pink.
Yeah, we
You were
go
not
we go
kidding.
for subtlety
Yeah.
at Edera.
So
It's really,
maybe later you explain a little bit
Yes.
Yes.
the why of
We
all
can.
of this. But so this is a pre-event conversation, even if it's already at the event, because we couldn't connect before. So we're taking 10 minutes now, maybe more, we'll see, to welcome you to
Thank
the
you.
ITSP Magazine family. Thank you for sponsoring. And tell us who you are, what you do, and what you're doing here at RSA
Yes.
Conference.
Oh, amazing. Yes, we are Edera. We founded the company about a little over a year ago. So
Okay.
yeah, we just celebrated our 1 year
Nice and
birthday.
fresh.
Yeah, in April. So yeah, we are a security solution where we provide isolation for containers. But we really reimagine how containers are run and built. And so we do it from below the kernel, so from like hardware up instead of software down. So a lot of people in security are used to having agents tell them what's wrong after the fact. Our solution is proactive, and that we actually stop attacks from happening in the first place. Living off the land attacks, lateral movement, our technology eliminates that up front, and it's really easy to use across any cloud provider on-prem. And so we really are meeting people where they are, trying to get multi-cloud environments and everything secure from the start.
I'm sure Sean has a lot of questions about
I
that.
do have a lot of questions. We'll get into that when we have our
Yes.
our proper conversation this week. We'll sit down and we'll dig into some technology use cases and all that stuff. I mean, talk about a tech versus tech.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes, this is it.
It's really
yes,
cool. It's
it
really
is.
cool. So
It
I'm excited
really
to have that chat. But
Yes.
I want to hear from Kaylin. You love it.
I do love it here. And by love, I mean love-hate. The Moscone Center, holds a lot of fond memories for me, working with both of you, meeting up with a lot of friends, a lot of folks I've worked with throughout my career. So there's, the love part, which is still the community, still the connections. The hate part is just, 40,000 people in San Francisco, but everybody with their
Restaurant reservations, wines at bars,
Yes.
Yes.
all that stuff.
It is overwhelming.
Yes, it's hard to fit in all the fun things you want to do in San Francisco.
But you get to be here this year with a cool team.
Super cool team.
Yeah.
So excited. This is my favorite part of being at RSA at a smaller, more nimble company. We do not have to have a big booth where we're stuck in Moscone talking to people over and over again. We get to be mobile, agile. So look for the
the subtlety.
Inappropriate F-word luck T-shirts and ask us about Edera.
And if you're looking for the booth number, this is the booth.
Yes,
Mobile booth.
yes. We are a mobile booth, but we are everywhere, so you will find us.
So if people want to find you, LinkedIn, how do they get in touch with you?
Yes,
Yeah?
LinkedIn would be great. You can also pop on
Website,
our
of course,
website,
yeah.
edera.dev, and there's a contact us page, and we'd be getting pinged. So if you do want to find us while we're here, that's easy as well.
Or you can jump on ITSP magazine where they are on the brand directory and then find them there.
Yep.
So that's
Exactly.
good. So
I
what
have
kind, of
to say- oh, go ahead.
what kind of conversation are you expecting to have here? When you present your product, new company, new concept,
Yes. Well,
what kind of questions?
yeah, the typical questions we get, which I will expect again here, is how is this possible? So I think that there is a misconception that we are stuck with the kind of technical debt of computing over time, particularly with containers, which we are in fact not. And so a lot of the time we end up talking about why this technology exists today, how we were able to develop it using kind of historical context and modern technology and blending it together. And so usually we call it the 15 minutes of skepticism and then followed by the, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
And so I expect it to be very similar here as we've gotten over the last year.
I was chatting with a good friend, John Sapp, he's CISO at an insurance company, and he was quoting J.P. Morgan Chase open letter. I don't know if you saw that.
We did.
Technical debt. And at some point, if you're not thinking about it, you reach a point where you can't dig yourself out, basically, is what they're saying. And so you have to think about it, start to take action to prepare for the inevitable or avoid it
Yep.
in the first place. So it's a great conversation to have. So I expect you'll have that. A lot of people are thinking about it. So I guess that's another question. Are companies thinking about that and thinking about how they can leverage Edera to help them more?
Yeah.
You said there's skepticism, but are they even thinking about it before they're skeptical?
Yes. Well, I think that what they're trying to do is solve it in a more complex and frustrating way. So the problem is they're looking to solve it, and we really simplify that. There's some open source tools and some others who've kind of come out, but there's limitations to everything there. It's like, I need bare metal access. It's more expensive. I'm emulating a kernel, and therefore, my performance is terrible. And the way that we are doing isolation and security, it doesn't involve any of that complexity. So I would say maybe a year and a half ago, we would have been a little early to the party. People didn't really know that containers aren't real and that they don't contain just a bunch of processes hanging out. Now they do, and it's becoming way more scary with GPUs. So the time is really now, and we certainly don't want to make the same mistakes we did early on in the container world with GPUs and AI. And so we're really trying to advocate for this, better computing, more isolation, ease of use early in the AI journey versus later. So we're kind of pushing
Is
through.
that the technology that now allows this, or has been more an eureka moment where you're like, well, maybe we're thinking in the wrong way?
I would say both. We leverage a technology that's about 20 years old, Zen, as our inspiration, which is a hypervisor that was used for VMs back in the day. And it predates a lot of other things that we've done, like needing virtualization extensions or like KVM and those types of things that have limitations. So we use para-virtualization. We'll dive into all this stuff later, but it's really, again, we have a, I think, unique disposition to really understand computer history at Edera and being able to blend it and say, don't throw everything out, like the baby with the bathwater phrase. Let's take what worked and embed it, and then also look at kind of innovative approaches. So we really have both, which is let's use the primitives that allow things to not have to be rebuilt from the full start, but a lot of our product is new and emerging and modern.
I think one of the unique things that we will hear here at RSA this week is a lot about secure by design. And when I think about Edera and what we're building, it truly is secure by design. It is as low in the software stack as you can get, almost touching the hardware. Like if you are building with our foundation, you are going to be secure by design. And so I think the conversations we're gonna have here are really gonna illuminate that for folks, and we're doing it in a really simple way. We're not saying, okay, start over. Oh, it's gonna take you 6 months to a year, you're gonna have to hire all these people to like implement our product. It's like, we can use what you have today and we can make it better. So over time, you can reduce that technical debt. You can get rid of the tools that you don't need to have. And so I think there's that aha moment Emily was talking about, and how that leads to a better, more secure future for
so many questions. Folks. I'm going to save them.
You're going to save them. I have a question. Right. How much luck do you need?
Well, we obviously have a very strong opinion about that.
This much.
It's an
zero.
Yes. We can go in when we chat about why this is so important to us, our slogan.
People should look for you and have that conversation directly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I have cool stickers. And maybe some other fun
team,
swag.
I have to say. I got to see the crew in New York come together, and not just smart, cool people.
Yes.
Not just the team is super smart. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's like a technologist's dream tech.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have our chat, deeper dive into what you do and the use cases for that. Maybe just a final word. I'm sure you want to talk to anybody and everybody, but are there specific teams that you want to speak to? Developers, delivery people, ops? Who is it? Maybe a message to them
to come find us?
You,
I would say a little bit of all of them.
Right.
But product security folks are fabulous to talk to. Anybody who's dealing with the pain of FedRAMP or any other compliance standards. Sometimes that's security teams, sometimes when it's containers, it's actually infrastructure teams.
Right.
We're seeing that a lot more now. So a lot of people who are really dealing with the pains of complex infrastructure, which can sometimes be security and sometimes it's infrastructure. So depending on what your setup is, both.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's not about luck if you haven't figured it out.
It is not.
Maybe a little bit of luck to find you guys around.
I don't know about that.
It's 42,000 people,
That's true.
so
I will be in some shade of Rethinking throughout the week.
You're definitely going to stand out. And for everybody else, stay tuned. We'll go deeper. I think actually going to be Sean that goes deeper into this conversation.
I'm ready for that chat.
Yeah, I'm happy to give you my time to go even
to yield the
one
floor.
last question you never let me ask.
Absolutely.
This is your moment.
You can
I'm
have
excited.
fun.
Yeah.
You can have fun.
Look at that.
All right. Stay tuned. We will have so many more conversations coming to you.
itspmagazine.com/RSAC 25. You can find all of us there. And we'll see everybody on the show floor.
Sounds
great.
good.
See you soon.
See you out there.
This is a special announcement. We are heading to RSAC Conference in San Francisco for our 11th years of coverage, April 28, May 1st.
And as always, we're bringing you keynotes, conversations with organizers, speakers, industry leaders, plus the latest insights from the world of cybersecurity.
And we'll reconnect with old friends, meet new ones, and of course, we want you and your company to join us.
We have a few spots left for full sponsorship and our on-location briefings. You can book yours now at itspmagazine.com/RSAC.
We're going.
And you're coming with us.
Hey, Sean, do you know what? I think that our listener want real protection against cyber risk, and I know that HITRUST is the leader in cybersecurity assurance. But what makes them the go-to choice?
Well, according to our friends at HITRUST, because their framework covers 100% of the known tactics, techniques, and procedures, in 2024, organizations with a HITRUST certification had just a 0.59% incident rate, meaning 99.41% stayed breach-free.
That's solid, but what about staying sharp over time?
HITRUST's regular certification process isn't just a checkbox, it actually drives improvement. Repeat customers see up to 54% fewer corrective actions needed year over year. And now with their new AI security assessment and certification, you can actually tackle AI risk with confidence as well.
Then check out the HITRUST framework. Go to hitrustalliance.net to learn more.